Kinda Shalom, man. It's a video 3 of a separate topic here. So the last one we just talked about spirits created for bedges, signs, and diverse signs. Okay, in this last bit we talked about Esau Edom, their police, what they did to us, or just in general what we're gonna be doing to them. This video is about their Esau Edom's unrighteous decrees here. Isaiah 10:1 here. Okay, Jake is, our people are lost though. Before I start this video, our people are lost, they're bugged out, they need to be destroyed. Jake can rap, sell drugs, man, and go to the club and draw all that money, man, and do stupid nigga shit. The women, our people, the same. They can go and sell their pussy, shake their ass, make Instagram videos, Instagram thoughts, whores, social media whores, okay, commit adultery. Because the man can't commit adultery, it's the woman who commit adultery, ultimately. Yeah, it's true, a man can't lie with another man's wife, you know. But ultimately, that's a law for him. That's not really committing adultery. It's more like a law for the man, and the adultery part is more like for the woman. More heavy on that woman because she's supposed to stick to one man. And in these times, especially in these times, in this day. Even more so in this day. You don't even know what these bitches so like. If she's saying she's not with a man, I mean, it's up for grabs, bro. I mean, shit. This is Isaiah 10. I mean, the woman now has been with many men already, you know, and then they just leave and go like but that's another topic. Yeah, Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree and righteous decrees and write grievances which they have prescribed. Yeah, what I'm saying, why I would say that is because they can't break down these scriptures like we can. They don't know the Most High like we can, and that's what counts. That's what makes this whole thing, holds this whole thing together. And that's what's gonna hold together your fucking destruction. You burn with the fucking missiles and everything, coming back saying, coming back hardcore, extremely shamefaced, man. Okay, don't think you're gonna get it off easy and go off easy, man. What I mean by holding it together, keeping these scriptures, knowing these commandments, this is what's keeping the earth in general together, that it doesn't get destroyed. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievances which they have prescribed. And if you stick in the end, I'm bringing out a verse to touch back on that. So this article here is called AstraZeneca. Winning vaccine formula is 100% effective against severe COVID-19. From AstraZeneca, okay. Article from TimesOfIsrael.com. Yeah, timesofisrael.com. Following criticism over initial trial requirements, Giant CEO believes general efficiency will be equal to perceived BioNTech. Moderna says data will be published at some point. So now they're saying that it's a 100% effective COVID-19 vaccine. Which that's going off the scripture. It's supposed to say, Lord willing this heals you. And on top of that, you're going off, you're using a man-made or fucking formulas. You're using natural herbs and medicines. Even if you use the natural herb medicines, you can't say, oh, brother, or man, woman, or well, yeah, I'm gonna say brother, because we don't skip past the sign, but brother, you will get healed with this 100%. We don't do that. We don't say that. We say, brother makes a herb tea. He says this, you take this, Lord, praise over it first, and he says, Lord willing, you get healed, man. But Sakaya Shah is you get healed. How about Sakaya Shah, you get healed, man. So it says down here, the article, the vaccine currently being evaluated by Britain's independent medicines regulator provides 100% protection against severe COVID disease requiring hospitalization. Pascal Soria said in an interview with the Sunday Times newspaper. They're saying it's 100% guaranteed, they're saying. He added he believes trials will show his firm has achieved a vaccine efficiently equal to Pfizer for BioNTech at 95% and Moderna at 94.5%. We think we have figured out the winning formula and how to get efficiency that after 2 doses is up. So they're telling you, they're saying it's 100%, but they're telling you to get 2 doses. Okay, so what is it? If it was 100%, how come you need 2 doses? Okay, so that's fishy right there. That's fishy. Okay, as it reads in Psalm 60. He's cutting himself there, and he don't even know me. Psalm 64 verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that seek them shall flee away. Exactly, because you're gonna have people who don't want to take the vaccine and they know all about it now. Approval is expected to be granted to roll out the shot on January 4th, the Sunday Telegraph newspaper reported. Earlier trials had shown varying outcomes in the AstraZeneca shot's efficacy. The vaccine initially showed an average 70% effectiveness, but that level jumped to 90% depending on dosage. So it says depending on its dosage. So how effective is it then? Here it is. Strong over data behind this average figure from large-scale trials in the UK and Brazil was a 62% effectiveness for those who were vaccinated. Right there it tells vaccinated with 2 doses of the shot. Right there it tells you behind this average figure from large-scale trials in UK and Brazil. Because you got large X down there in UK and Brazil as well. That's why they want you to take the 2 dosages, okay? And straight up knock you out, man. With the new Agenda 21 to depopulate by 2030. Which, Lord willing, we ain't here that long, you know. We don't hope to be here that long, but you know, that's how every Lord works it out. Light at the end of the tunnel, and a vote of confidence for its homegrown vaccine. The bulk of Britain's requirements are expected to be met by the shot. The government has ordered 100 million doses, with 40 million doses scheduled to be available by the end of March. So all this weird shit, I mean, they're saying they got the vaccine, they're rolling it out. Now they're still saying that they're trying to find 100% vaccine. Okay, that makes you, that should make you question, like, what's you know, and what's in those vaccines. They ain't telling you. They ain't gonna tell you what's in the vaccine. People should be asking themselves what's in that fucking vaccine. As reason Isaiah 10 and 1, won't today they create unrighteous decrees and the right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and take away from the poor of my people, that wills may be to pray, and that they may rob the fatherless. And what are they gonna rob from you, Jakes, your lives, man? From that, taking that shot there. Psalm 64 verse 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Job Job 5 and verse Job 5 and 14, they meet in darkness, 14, they meet in darkness in the daytime and grow up in the noonday as in the night. 15, but you save the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So the poor have hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. Going back to what Esau, Edom, what these Rothschilds plan, and behind doors, their agendas they have behind closed doors, they speak about, and even speak openly about, to basically playing out saying we want to kill you Jakes, okay? Saying you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans need to be the first ones to take you. Because all of a sudden they care about you or whatever, but that's not the case. Like this one quote from a song from Kendrick Lamar, which reads, "The world is never perfect, it's only filled with lies, man." You Jakes trying to fit in, thinking Esau cares about you, that's a lie. Okay, Micah 2 and 10 says this is not your rest. As it reads down here in dozens of countries have also imposed travel restrictions on the UK to stop the spread of the new strain. Nearly 200 million doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine will be made before the end of the year, the UK drug manufacturer has said, and more than 700 million globally by the end of March next year. That's more people dying, man, right there. Because Agenda 21 is the plan to fucking reduce the population, bro. Kill all you Jakes. Okay, as it reads there again, I'm gonna read it here. Job 5 and 14, they meet in darkness in the daytime, they grow up in the noonday as in the night. Psalm 83 here also is a good one here. Psalm 83 verse 2, for lo, thy enemies make thee torments, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. 3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consorted against thy hidden ones, man. Isaiah 33 and 6, it reads here. This is why Isaiah 33:6 reads this. First, I'm gonna get Hosea 4:6 though. Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, besides rejecting knowledge. I will also reject you, that I should be unpriest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children, man. Isaiah 33:6. To bring this point out up. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure, man. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Exactly, because people when without this truth, they're like, damn man, I'm scared of this COVID-19 because with all their Esau's enchantments and spells, especially during these holidays with all these, and that's because we demons, we relatives, they sacrifice on those days. They having this holy solstice, sacrificing children to your molecular astral. Of course they're gonna go wild. You're open up a box you don't want to open. Okay, the Most High uses your own weapon to slay you, man. Like Tupac said at one time, I'm gonna take this nigga's beat and kill him on his own beat, okay? Well, the Most High's doing that to you Edomites, man, you Jakes, man. Taking your holidays on those same holidays where your rod tries to king sacrifice, where the Most High's conjuring them up, where they're conjuring the Most High's conjuring them up, and they're gonna go out wild and go back and serve and be loyal to their maker, the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Satan's demons is Satan's friends with Yahweh. They talk to each other, they speak to each other. He tells the spirits to do this, and they do it. They obey the Most High's words, man. So what they probably said is, well, you know, they're gonna do these sacrifices, man, and that day, man, we can also, you know, raise this motherfucker up, and he's gonna blow that shit up. To increase the faith of your prophets, man. That's exactly how it went, man. Isaiah 33:6, you know. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure, man. Exactly, and how much more to get of stability, how much more to know in the situation you're in, and get out of it with the knowledge and the fear of the Most from the Most High. Okay, so there it says it, man. And then you have what to do with Anthony Faucett, who said he was gonna take the vaccine, but that never happened, did it? Because he's skeptical himself. Most likely. A surge in cases has hit nationwide over the past week, and that's a fucking lie right there. Running especially on the southeast of England and blamed on a new strain of the virus, believed to be more infectious, which was first identified in the UK. According to one British study, the strain is 50% to 74% more contagious. This is like one of those stupid games you played as a kid, like where you play a zombie, like, oh wow, I touched you, you're sick. It's the same thing Esau Edom's doing to you fucking Jakes, man. He just pushed some shit out his ass, he says, oh, it's 90% effective, man. You know, I'm a fucking white man, you're gonna listen to my words, I'm your God, right? Because that's how your Jakes view Esau Edom anyway. So of course you're gonna be a simple. You have a simple Negro mindset where you fucking, your master says to you, okay, shake your ass and run barefoot down to the lake. say ooh ah ooh ooh ah ah ooh ooh ah. You're gonna do it. Thus, the country has imposed travel restrictions on the UK to stop the spread of this new strain. It's like a video game. It's like a little dumb game you play as a kid, and that, you go, you know, like that. Don't that. Okay, especially like when you played Army or whatever with Nerf guns or whatever, and you made up rules like, oh you got zombies over there, you got zombies over here, or okay, the disease, you got a stronger zombie, a big enemy, the nemesis, right? It's the same thing, man. Now Esau Edom's closing up, putting travel restrictions. Okay, it's just a dumb game Esau Edom's playing, man. Obviously, bro. But oh wow, you Jakes wanna the same government that owns your house, owns everything, and make you pay your bills, gives you low jobs, man, where you don't barely can make it, man, to where you wanna be, where you can be comfortable, which also goes back to the cursing, of course, but still, that's Esau Edom being exercising his wickedness, and he's gonna have to pay for that. But the same ones who are doing that and killing you Jakes, okay, the same race killing you Jakes and playing out and calling you guys niggers and wetbacks and spicks every fucking day. You just don't see it because you're stupid and blind and in denial, really heavy in denial. You guys are trusting though, because you want to feel good. That's why, because you want to feel good for a temporary moment and think that Edom's your friend, but he's not. So you're playing this game with this friend, this white kid from the street, and he's not your friend. He's really trying to kill you in this game. He's playing with you and just trying to make you, set you up and lose. Okay, like the games you would play with the kids, the white kids around your street. Okay, you were lonely, you wanted to play with him. What he do? He's playing. He does this nerd shit. Esau Edom always does. It makes it to where you lose, because he's a fucking loser naturally. The same with what Jake did to the same thing with what Edom did to what Jake did. He said he couldn't. He had to stop playing football because he kept winning, making up these dumbass rules. And you should be looking around like, damn. You should go back home or whatever to your father, your true father, where you're actually loved and accepted, okay? And where you can get knowledge and understanding and avoid this motherfucker. Like at school, you had kids who always got you in trouble, put you in trouble from hanging out with them. Or take your father's advice and say what he told you from the beginning. Don't go around these fucking motherfuckers. Then he goes up to school and he, figures some shit out. And this version is the same thing, The UK government announced on December 23 that the developers of Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine has submitted their data to the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency. We think we have figured out the winning formula and how to get efficiency that after 2 doses is up there with everybody else, the chief executive said, while saying only that data will be published at some point. Which I don't care how much data they have or however Esau makes it look like he's so smart and doing everything by the books. Well, all his books are fucking lies anyways. He's doing it all for fucking in the name of wickedness, okay? Or in the name to kill you, Jakes. Okay, I don't give a fuck how many laws this motherfucker puts out. He breaks the laws himself and he fucking kills you, Jakes himself, man. So what I should tell you, this dude's not a man of his word. Talking about freedom of speech, but he wants to take away freedom and say those that are talking about the vaccine are liars. They need to be, need to be censored and killed. Really, what he's saying. Yeah, he does everything by the... fuck no, he doesn't do everything by the book. He's a fucking liar, he's a thief. You shouldn't fucking trust his bitch ass anyway. Okay, how are the things that Esau searched out? Obadiah 1 and 6. Obadiah 1 and 6 though. No. Yeah, he makes up these laws that sound good. Oh, you can't kill unarmed black men. Oh, you can't enable black people. You can't be racist. Yet you call us niggers behind doors. You look at us like we're niggers. You just ain't gonna say it, and yet you deep down in your spirit you want to kill us. So fuck all those laws. Those laws don't mean nothing, man. Those laws are for his own purposes, his own new world order, fake world order he wants. This Obadiah though. Obadiah 1 and 6. If I can find it here. Obadiah 1 and 6 reads, how are the things that Esau stretched out? How are his things sought up? How the men that confederacy have brought thee even to the border, the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. They conspired against thee, they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is not understanding in them. 8. Shall I not in that day say the Lord Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understand out of Mount of Esau? Exactly, destroyed and the mighty man Timon shall be dismayed, and to the end that everyone on the Mount of Esau shall be cut off by slaughter. Verse 8. Shall not in that day say the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understand out of Mount of Esau? Shall not in that day say the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understand out of Mount of Esau? That's what the Most High is doing. We're exposing him, we're showing him, we're telling him what he's doing. And he's trying to look back and point at Moab. But no, my friend Esau, it's all you. It's all eyes are yours, and we're exposing them. You know, and then it doesn't even take much, because Mosai said he makes the wise men to understand look like simple, man. It doesn't take much for the Mosai to search out Esau, Edom. The wise serpent, the ancient serpent who deceived Eve, and how is he fucking exposed? He's being exposed. That's what it's saying there. Which really, if you really think about it, he's not wise at all, because you exposed, you deceived Eve. You ain't deceived the man. So that's not even anything, man. You were never a fucking smart dude. You were just an asshole, basically, a coward asshole. So in the end, we're all gonna know it. All Israel gonna know it. Okay. Yeah, I wish I know is Esau. You're just a fucking coward, a fucking liar. You're just a coward asshole. You couldn't come to him and tell him. Face to face, mano y mano, bro. You're gonna be destroyed, Esau. You're just gonna be fucking flipped, cooked, fucked, bro. I mean, your women are gonna get fucked. And you're gonna get destroyed, bro. All day, every day, bro. You can't go into. I'm gonna tell you. We are gonna cause to you. I mean, with that, basically, that's it, man. Oh yeah, one last thing too. With this, they're gonna do next is to talk about getting a mark of the beast, the RFID microchip. What are they gonna say? They're gonna say, well, and that don't make sense itself, because how are you gonna get a vaccination but then say, well, the money carries the disease? Well, there's been plenty of times when you had the flu and strong flu season, you never shut that down. And what is this COVID-19 anyway? You're saying it's from a bat. You're saying it was, and then I remember this article that said, well, there were signs of COVID-19 before fucking the thing in China, Wuhan, China. And what was that about? I was in that time to put in shade against China, because you know America's political stupid system. It's all really just to put shade on all these other nations, rob them, spoil them, keep us all under their confederacy, their plan to make us robots and just do the will of Esau Edom. Okay, so yeah, man. So it all don't even make sense. It all doesn't even make sense, man. Revelation 13:16. He calls Abel small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. What they're gonna do next, which makes sense. They're gonna be like, well, we don't want you guys. We no longer want you guys carry the disease by the money, because the money has the disease, so it could spread it. So give the RFID microchip. Which it would have been easier if you just said, you know, you want to move to a digital currency or whatever, man. I mean, I don't even know, man. Who knows what they're gonna be saying, man. 17, and that no man, my brother, says that he'd have the marker, the name of the beast, the number of his name. 18 years of wisdom, named after understanding, cut the number of the beast for his number of men, and his number 603.6. That's they're gonna want to make you get next. Which doesn't make sense. I mean, if you had the vaccine right now, which they say has nanogels. And then you bring in the RFID chip, and you got 5G chargers. Why don't you just say, well, want you to get the, why don't we just say plainly we want you to get the RFID microchip, so we can track you guys, keep on being under us, and we'll just keep letting you guys do your bullshit. But the way Esau Edom works, he wants to just this faggot shit, just a bitch would do. Just make it all complex and complicated, okay? Telling the man, oh, well, give me half your paycheck, okay? Just doing dumb shit, okay? Just say, man, you want to bring a new world order. You don't gotta bring in this stupid fake pandemic, bro. Just cause Esau Edom just likes to fucking put you Jakes and you likes to put real man in a fucking box, in a fucking, like, as it reads in First Maccabees here. First Maccabees 7 and 18. Wherefore the fear and dread of them fell upon all the people, who said, there is neither truth nor righteousness in them, for they have broken the covenant and oath that they made. Exactly, it says it there, man. First Maccabees 8 and 3, and when what they had done in the country of Spain for the winning of the mines of the silver and gold which is there. And if you notice, because of all this gay shit, all this homosexuality really is spread because the Mosai put once the Mosai put Esau Edom over us. That was really, and we our restraint and the war we would go to with Esau Edom was done with. That was really when all this homosexuality and faggotism shit really started, bro. Because we no longer had the weapons or the laws or the sovereignty within our own selves, or at least tribes, even though we were separated for the past 7,000 years. You still had the Aztecs there. Weren't having that shit. Okay, once Esau Edom came, that shit was all fucking promoted and said it was alright, bro. So I'm just trying to make you see how much of a faggot this dude is. Telling us to put a mask everywhere we go, even when we have sex. Putting a mask while we are home. Even Esau, even this fucking dweeb said that. Loser Esau said that. He's a loser. Yeah, I wish I knows this, man. He's sitting right now and he's looking at this dude like he's such a fucking loser, man. I mean, telling people, well, you need a mask to go everywhere. To go inside a fucking store. How come you weren't saying that when there was the flu season? Years ago, I asked you. Why all of a sudden you want to do it now? Okay, because you remember back around 2008, they would tell you, wash your hands. I remember in school they would tell you wash your hands, but you didn't have to wear a fucking mask. And if you did, they would just tell you to go stay at home, and that was it. and people walk through the store with their mask on like it's alright, like they're listening, they're good, they're doing a good righteous service. First Maccabees 1 verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. 43. And everyone should leave his laws, so all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. And what's that all about? Going back to the Tower of Babel, everyone had one speech in one language. But that's why the Most High divided them, because it was the wicked. They were trying to build a tower up to heaven. But that's the wicked, that's the evil, that's just eerie, man. You don't build towers that high, I mean, that's just weird. It's really creepy, actually, man. That's actually really, really creepy right there. I mean, who just wants to live like I mean, that's why you got mountains, bro. Like, if you want to go high, climb a mountain, bro. I mean, that's already. You already got things. I mean, everything that's there set on the earth, Esau takes it. He tries to make it his own. Faggot gay shit, because that's everything Esau touches automatically turns into some faggot gay shit, man. That's why you can't hang around Edomites either, bro. They'll try to turn you into some faggot, man. Next thing you know, they're trying to kiss you and shit. And definitely, bro, don't put your kids around these doctors, man, because they're gonna be touching them, and who knows what the fuck they'll be doing. So again, I'm gonna bring out Isaiah 14 here. Okay, yeah, this is a pretty long lesson, I know, but it's pretty edifying here. This Isaiah 14 verse 14. This is what Esau Edom is saying. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. This is what the Most High says, verse 14, by the prophecy, which the Most High using to bring His truth. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Exactly, man. 16. They shall see thee, shall not look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Because once Esau's gone, it's gonna be like you ain't gonna see one homosexual, one faggot, one queer in the kingdom, bro. And it's gonna make you see even more how much of a fag Esau Edom was, bro. You're gonna see a huge difference. Because whenever Jake's ruling, you don't have any of that, bro. You don't have any of that weird shit. When Esau's ruling, you're seeing it right now. The moment starts showing us, you have it all over, man. I mean, you can't go across the street without seeing one faggot these days. That's how much what disease Esau Edom's philosophy actually is. The real disease is your philosophy, Edom. Your sick philosophy. Isaiah 14 verse 16. They that see thee shall not look upon thee, consider saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? 17. That made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. That's why it reads in Revelation 17 and yeah, this is a good one. This is why it reads in Revelation 17:3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Which that whole beast goes into Esau Edom now, why he's ruling right now. 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet colored, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. that going to cut is all these philosophies, like it's COVID-19. Even Moab's dumbass and China's dumbass is following this COVID-19. And why it reads here in verse 60, and the terror which the sons upon the beast shall hate the woman, shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Exactly, and that's how you know. That's how you know what the Messiah thinks about Esau Edom. Because he compares him to a whore, a woman. Because he's a faggot. Esau Edom's a fag, man. And that filthiness of her fornications, that wine, that cup of the filthiness, that wine cup of all her abominations, goes into this COVID-19, all this mask, the mask philosophy, okay, the mask demon inside of people now. Where they get scared, they tell you, oh, where's your mask? Put your mask. You got his car one night, one time I was in the truck. He said, oh, put your mask. Put your mask. I was like, bro, you know. In my head, I was like, bro, you know, obviously you're caught up in this. You're drunken by Babylon's juice. Babylonian's juice. Now, okay, like back in ancient world, you had Jex worshiping the statue of Nebuchadnezzar. The same thing now, you know. Or if they tell you, they're telling you, anytime you see a mask, you put on the mask. Take the ark out of your shit. So we can become one. But really they want to kill you, they plan to kill you, Jakes. Same thing now, man, you know, just hoping you understand what I'm saying, you know. I can stand here all day and try to teach you Jake's play, you know. 2/3 ain't gonna get it now. First Maccabees 8:4, and by their policy and patience they had conquered all the places, though it were very far from them, and the kings also that came against them from the uttermost part of the earth, until they had discomfited them, and given them a great overthrow, so that the rest did give them tribute every year.